Well, today is the day that we are going to the LZ compound. We are actually about 7 minutes away right now. We're going to be picking up something that...
Should I tell them yet?
You'll just wait. We're going to the compound. We're going to see some people here and pick something up. We've got a rental U-Haul trailer. It's about 5x8, if that gives you any hints. But, yeah, let's go see what's happening there. I obviously don't know if we'll get to see Adam or any of the guys there, but we'll definitely hit SimHQ and Drift HQ. So let's get there and see what the hell's even gonna happen. I know we might do a podcast too. Yeah.
Yep.
Yo, I'm here. I just pulled in.
Was the gate open?
Yeah, I think FedEx came right through.
Cool, yeah, just wait. Where are you at right now? How far in did you come?
Oh, I just came in a few feet and parked it.
Okay, yeah, John's gonna go up there and he'll, just follow him.
Okay. I'm not doing the whole fucking compound tour thing like everybody else does. I'll show you what I think is cool. We'll get to the point, but you've seen enough of this.
What kind of cars do you like to drive?
I usually run BDC cars.
BDC? Cool.
Yeah.
So I'll put you in the 350.
Yeah.
Go ahead and hop in. You can come this way.
Actually, throw me in the FC.
FC? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you drive soft tires or medium tires?
Medium.
Medium? Okay, cool. So you're good as is. So heavy or is it good there? A little heavy still? Gotcha.
Super aggressive.
So this is 23 Newton meters, right? So I'm gonna bring you down to.
Insane.
I'll put you at 30 and let me know what you think. Where you're gonna feel comfortable. Put your seat on, and then Chris can show you how he went through and managed all the cables.
So yeah, it's just under the foot tray, so that way, like, if you needed to do anything for some reason, you just pop this other tray that goes here, pop it up, all your power's in there. So almost everything has its own switch too. So there's a switch for this, switch for the USB hub, and then there's a little switch for the wheelbase as well. So you can, if you have to power cycle them for some reason, it's easy just to pop this off and do that.
And then when it comes to just wheel adjustments, it's a 6mm Allen. So
No, not even for that. This is all adjustable just by these. This is going to get set. We set it to kind of like a natural angle, and then you can just adjust up and down, in and out, and then go from there. So,
when it comes to driving your personal car compared to you just trying this out, how does it feel in comparison?
Honestly, it works better because with the RV setup, the motor is so far forward over the front steering rack and subframe and everything that it does make the front end twitchier, which I feel is what you get no matter what from an electronic base, or I guess it's not electronic, it's belt driven, but so
it's
it matches.
direct drive, so there's no belts.
You're right, sorry.
Yep.
See, I'm still learning myself. That's why I got Joey. The snappiness of the sim, so even if you have it on a lower like force feedback setting,
Yeah.
it still feels snappy to me, which is just like the car.
And what's great about the SimMagic products themselves too is that once you have your base and you have everything downloaded, you can hop in SimPro. And how you saw that we were swapping profiles, people here like to have their own dedicated profile. So you can dial in your base to feel literally almost identical to your car. And it really just comes down to how you want to drive. You know what I'm saying?
That's so convenient.
Yeah. So if you want like more friction, you can do that. If you like things to be a little bit smoother, they have these options in SimPro. So you just go in there, tweak everything. There's other effects as well as like a tab called Other Effects. There's more options to play with. They start you off with a base that you can just click and just go and drive. but you can really dial in whatever you want. You can turn the feedback down too. So like you saw how the 23 was like a lot. We can turn that down, and it can replicate the 10 Newton meter.
Dude, even this, like you can adjust.
Yeah, you can
tiny
adjust
little
pedals.
pitch in the pedals. That's crazy.
You can also do it up here as well.
Oh my god.
There's more adjustments. Everything about them is just all adjustable.
I feel like I'm gonna be finding different adjustments as I go.
Yeah. You don't like the tilt one day, just want to switch it, go for it.
Yeah. Or you switch chassis or something.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be an easy unit.
Dude, did y'all ever get any of the little the signs, the SimHQ signs you get?
Yeah, I'll give you one of those too.
Okay. Because I want to get one to put it up behind.
So we have tie-dye and we have purple.
Tie-dye and purple, duh.
Okay.
Yeah. That's like literally perfect.
All right. That's a medium too, so it's a good size for you guys.
Dude, that's the purple Prisma.
Prisma, yeah.
That's literally what I run in the car.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Yeah, identical.
All right.
Yeah.
Easy enough. I'll grab it.
Can I come see it? Like all the.
This is our Garrett wall.
This is crazy, dude.
Pretty much for anything, what engine you got running now? You still running the VQ?
Well, no, I had RB in it. RB25, but I just blew the ring lights at full cap.
Dang. Okay. Yeah. So fellow RB guy, fellow RB problems. Oh, we have actually something you actually might need, like cut ring hang
Oh
gaskets.
shit.
So we keep those in stock.
Definitely gonna need one of those.
And then between that, 09, all the fluids, Link ECU,
Love
GK tech, and then this will be your favorite aisle, which is PRP.
Oh yeah.
Which is everything RB, from LS conversion alternator brackets,
All of it.
head drain, intake exhaust, studs, oil restrictors, coil pack, trigger kits, cam and crankshaft, yeah, Welch plugs.
Yep.
Super if you have
Yes.
the half moons.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
I literally like this.
Damn,
is like
dude.
all the main stuff. We have their water pump kits in the back too, oil pumps. So
I
we
bet
try
you
to
get
keep
sucked away
every
on
single
this
thing. Oh yeah, you can lose a paycheck or two very easily.
More than that.
Yeah. My paycheck just recycles back into the company.
Right.
And then from that, PMC. So this is like shifters, and these are all PMC adapters. So this is gonna be all everything from like we have like K series, LS 1050 BMW stuff, LSCD, SR, J series, 2JZs, 1UZ, pretty much Mercedes, Volvo, RB to M50, RB, CF. So yeah, RB to 30Z, so all that stuff. And then from here, it's pretty much just WiseFab and FDF, which we're kind of waiting for the restock on that, and then Swager, which we just restocked over from Europe.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. All that. And then this will be pretty much grip
Royals,
pretty
love
much.
that.
Yeah.
Of course.
All the safety stuff between helmets, seat belts, UZ. This is like these are for like BMWs. Steelits.
Yep.
So always good, quick fix in the car. Winners. Whenever you need to go up.
Yeah. Just build a whole car.
Yeah. So anything you ever need. Yeah. Punk Motorsports, JZ alternator conversions, IRP, Grassroots Motorsports. So now you have other stuff on there. So
Yeah, so that's the wash bay. And then this is the clutch shop. I'm not sure I'll ask. This is like our paint and prep area.
TJ's car.
So yeah, it's quite warm, but they do all the paint and prep inside, and then powder coating and stuff like that. So he's finishing up a bunch of powder for Duarte's F30.
Things are a lot more compact
Yeah.
at this place than it looks on camera, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I thought that they took it to like a truck shop, like off-road truck shop, but
Yeah.
they did it for the first time. He just like looked at what people did and made his own kit. And yeah, like even the fenders, like all this fender work, all the tin work is all done by hand. Like rolled fenders, flares. This is basically all storage. So this is
That'll
what
be
we
a
call the
few
lift
weeks
building
anyway.
for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
I forget how many lifts there are. I need to count again, but it's quite a bit.
This is a good color.
Yeah, so Duarte has a right-hand drive E36 coupe in the same color.
Oh.
Yeah, mainly this end is all like customer storage, so people that just want climate control, safe space to store cars.
Yeah.
We're working with Ferrari of Central Florida to store some of their cars in between races and whatnot, so pretty bad salesman, I guess. Yeah, so this is all Adam's extra
Oh,
storage and
yeah.
stuff like that.
This is all the cars you've seen online.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, kind of like more pastel color. It's really cool. Very, very cool.
It's almost like more green.
Mm-hmm.
This thing even run anymore?
Yeah, he literally just brings it out to you for him. He's been dealing with transmission, like the transmissions keep going in it. It's like, you're not going to do a built trans in a car like that, so he's just got to tone it down a little bit. He needs to excite. But, yeah.
Dude, if you didn't know this place was here, you would not know at all.
Yeah, that's what's so good.
It's just a normal driveway, it looks like.
Yeah.
You'd never guess it.
Yeah, but...
Family stuff going on right now, and all sorts of shit, so it's a little hard to get a hold of. We got Joey here.
Hello.
I still suck at The Sims, so don't worry about me.
It takes some time.
But okay, this is gonna be so hard to do.
Yeah, I mean, talking and driving is definitely going to be a little bit challenging. I just decided that we should do a little bit easier of a car pack and easier of a map in general, just so that we can keep like conversation going.
So, where are we for anyone that doesn't understand what this map?
So,
oh my God, I already messed
if you've
up.
never played a Seto, we are at Sportsland Yamanashi. We are currently driving N-style cars. It's a fun little map, which you guys can also get off the website at SimHQ.com.
Explain a little bit about the setup that you're currently on, because you have a lot more going on than I do.
Yeah,
Cool.
so I'm on our turnkey build right now. So full motion rig. Currently this one is set up with an Alpha U, so it's 23 Newton meters. On my feet, I currently have the P1000s, shifters, a DS8 shifter, and a TBRS handbrake. For anybody who doesn't know, on our website we can set up, we have a tab where you can go through and kind of get yourself a custom rig just like this. So, but yeah, this is kind of like our big dog sim. And then yours is like kind of like more of like the traditional sim that we normally use.
This is kind of more resembled to what I just got, essentially.
Yeah, it's like very similar to what you have, just with the triples, and I know you're gonna be running a single, right?
Yeah, for right now, I'll be running a single.
Yeah.
Maybe in the future, I'll jump up to a three. Oh,
To a
wow.
triple, yeah.
To a triple, but
All you're gonna need differently is just like the monitor stands, but other than that, like a single monitor is great. Especially if you get neck effects turned on, it's pretty fun.
dude. Okay, so as someone that is just learning, especially off of a cheaper sim, I guess we could say, I'm fighting the wheel right now.
You're fighting the wheel?
What is the concept behind that? Because with the Logitech that I have, the cheap one, I can essentially drive with one hand, no problem.
So,
But I'm feeling a lot more on this.
the thing with like the cheaper wheelbases is that you're not really gonna feel the proper force feedback. So like when you hop over to a direct drive, and I just spun out, when you hop over to a direct drive, you're getting so much more input from your base that it's almost like a new kind of learning curve to get used to. Because like a lot of people in general kind of suck at the sim once they first start. The more you drive, you progressively get better, but you're not getting the realistic feedback that you get from the direct drive when you're driving something like a gear-driven or a belt-driven sim.
That
So
makes more sense.
in general, you're just missing feeling. So you're gonna struggle a little bit because now you got all this just at your hands. It's a little bit to get used to. It's a little hard to get used to, but it definitely helps in the long run. As like you tried out the other day, you said that it felt very similar to your car, right?
Yeah, 'cause
So
my car's
that's
very twitchy up front.
One of the greatest trade-offs that you can have with having a direct drive is just the capability of it replicating your car. And that's why like when someone's looking to get into the sim world, there's no real reason for you to like start with the gear or belt-driven sims when you can go to direct drive, and something like a Alpha Evo is very affordable. So you can get in, dial your setup in, get all the practice that you need. So when you go to your real life car, it's just a one-for-one transition.
So you mentioned the Evo. Obviously, the Alpha Mini has been out for a while, and that's been heavily used. Good, more on the budget side, I guess, right?
Yeah.
What is the difference in the Evo compared to that one?
So the Evo's gonna come in a couple different price
This is so
variants.
hard, by the way.
Yeah, trust me, I understand. The
Just to
Evo's
talk while
gonna.
doing it?
You said what now?
Just to talk while doing it.
Oh yeah,
It's
to talk while
ridiculous.
doing it. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult.
But sorry, yeah, back.
So the Evo is gonna come in at a different price point because they're trying to target that budget-friendly kind of area. Another great detail about the Alpha Evo, which I find to be kind of like a big improvement over the Mini, is the zero cog in the wheelbase itself, and also their new 21-bit encoder. So in layman's term, it's basically like the RAM of the wheelbase being able to send over data to your steering wheel so that you get it quicker. So it's a better, faster chip. Kind of just how like normal people upgrade their PC parts and like your PC becomes a little bit faster. That's kind of like the same idea as that 21-bit encoder.
Do you have to look out for like computer specs when it comes to stuff like that though? Because that seems like a lot more is going on.
You said what now?
Do you have to look out more for computer specs at that point?
No, not necessarily. Like Assetto gives you what their base recommendation is for kind of getting in and driving. Like my PC is a 20 series PC, and it still handles driving Assetto, but obviously having something like how we have our pre-built rig here with like the 50 series card, it's gonna be a lot better, but you can still run Assetto on like a cheaper end computer. I mean, we have a laptop as our single screen sim over there.
Yeah, y'all were running a one of these on a laptop one at an event, right?
Yeah, we took out, no, so actually at Amelia, we had a different PC, just a normal PC like this, but the laptop can definitely hang when it comes to driving outside. Like we did a video with Adam and we had the laptop out there and it handled.
As far as like specs on that, would you need, like what would you be looking for in a laptop just to be able to power something cleanly where you're not having crazy bugs?
Repeat that one more time.
Like to where you're not having a bunch of lagging and bugs and just weird stuff happening.
I'd say definitely RAM, and also your graphics card is gonna really matter when it comes to the laptop. Like don't buy something like from 2010, you know what I'm saying? Buy something a little bit newer. Get anything like above a 30 series card for your laptop. If you do choose to go the laptop way, there is a decent bit of pre-built computers that you can get out there in that $1,000 range, but if you need to have a laptop, like probably something like 30 series and above.
That makes sense. Because I actually, I started with a actually still kind of on, just a simple pre-built, like one of those iBuy powers or whatever.
Yeah, and those are going to be perfectly fine.
All I did was just upgrade the RAM, which it didn't even really need. I just did it because I had the RAM laying around.
Yeah, no, I mean, Assetto, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is more CPU and GPU based versus RAM, but I could be wrong on that.
Dude, this car has a really high gear ratio.
It feels so crazy just like looping this just mindlessly.
I keep coming way too hot.
I'll wait for you to come up so we can actually get some tandems in.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
I'll let you lead. Go for it.
How often are you in here playing this thing?
So, I'm on the sim every day at lunch, basically. Oh, you're falling off there. I'm gonna pass you here. Usually daily on the sim at lunch, get like a quick half hour to an hour on. A lot of the times I'll hop on like after work if I'm not working on my car.
Oh, shit.
So I get a decent little bit of like sim time in.
And how long have you been?
How long have I been doing sims?
Yeah.
So I started out with a Logitech G920, but kind of just fell out of love with that sim base. And then the first time that I tried Assetto Corsa was on a Moza R9. My buddy just got it. He got his own little, kind of like a cockpit like this, but from a different company and stuff like that. And like, that's when I first tried out Assetto, but I never got to really like play it much. And then when I started over here at Drift HQ, we had a Fanatec, I can't remember what Fanatec it was, but that's when I really started to start driving the Sims more. And then once we started doing stuff with SimMagic, all my time has really been from SimMagic. Like all my seat time has been with the SimMagic gear. So since October last year, I would say I started taking like sim driving a little bit more serious.
Yeah.
So I believe that's when we officially dropped, was October 2024.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm just trying to catch up to you, dude. You're
Also
way
now.
better than me at this. Oh my God.
Like I said, like these cars are the kind of cars I just hop on just to chill with, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so like I just mindlessly do loops on here because like I've driven this track so much.
So
back
what
up
car
for you.
packs that are on here that you guys obviously have,
What was that?
what car packs that you guys have do you suggest or probably drive the most on here?
In the beginning, we all drove Gravy a lot. Then like it transitioned to like the BDC cars, which are another great car pack. Then we kind of transitioned into these, which are the N-style cars. And now everybody pretty much drives
Damn it.
BDC or Tsujigiri.
Okay. I've been playing a lot on the BDC cars, but obviously when I jumped on this thing, those cars felt way different.
Yeah.
So it's pretty unique to see.
The Gravy cars
level
are
of-
really good because they're very user-friendly. Like you can really mess up and you'll still be able to save yourself versus cars like these, like you gotta know they're gonna understeer a lot. So you gotta
Yeah.
kind of prepare for that.
I kind of like the way that is though. I love the, obviously I don't like not having any front grip, but the lack of front grip really helps the floatiness
Yeah. They
and
try
really being
to
able to flick the car.
they try to replicate like classic Japanese cars with this pack. So like very snap to angle, decent amount of horsepower, and like they're pretty controllable.
Dude, I love these cars.
They're a fun little pack.
Okay, so whenever someone is upgrading to a sim like this,
Yeah.
oh my God, this is so hard to talk. How are you doing this? What is a big reason why someone would want to upgrade to such a nice setup, I guess?
If you want to take driving seriously, no matter if you're doing time attack, you're drifting, rally, whatever it may be, if you want to take that seriously as like a profession or just like a hobby, and you know you don't want to go out there and just smash up your car, let's say you just spent 10 grand on, you hop on this thing and it's like you get a reset button. You don't necessarily get a reset button in real life. That's like kind of like one way to think about it. Another way is just learning the tracks that you're about to go to. Some people may be going, let's just say cross country, to go and try a track they've never driven before. And instead of going there blindly and just wrecking your car, you can get the seat time in the sim, practice that track so that when you get there, you have the hand motion, you have hand-eye coordination to be able to drive that track.
So obviously, besides wheelbase pedals and shifter,
Yeah.
stuff like that, what are the things that you suggest to go with it? Like what is the best screen for something like this? Or the best frame? Or just any unique little part you found that has helped you?
It really comes down to budget
God.
when it comes to like picking like screens and stuff like that. We don't have like a big budget for like how these curve monitors are. It's like I think these monitors are like $1,500 a piece. A single curve, you'll be in the range of like $500 to $1,000, depending if you buy it new or not. It really depends on budget and how you would want to have your sim experience. Are you fine with the single and having like neck motion on? Do you want to have the triple where, as we're both doing right now, we can just look left and right and see what's coming up and what's around us and stuff?
Yeah.
It's really user preference when it comes to like screen selection. Cockpit
What do you see
as
most
well.
people choose for that?
A lot of people go VR and a lot of people go single. It's just like the most affordable things to do.
Oh no. All right, now that I'm done, figured we'd talk a little bit more. We've got a nice and pretty one for a customer,
Yep.
right?
Yes. So basically, we just have a full customer build here. So this is going to be the same chassis you'll get for the full motion, but she decided to opt out of the full motion and just go with the triple monitor setup, P1000 pedals, pretty much identical to the sim that you were just on. But custom color, all put together by us, has the PC. So she did everything from like our turnkey package, just without motion.
And this is technically like the same base, I guess, that I got, right?
Yes.
It would
So
still be the
same
thing?
base, just the only thing that is different from your base to her base is having the stand right here for the triple monitor, and then whatever you get your stand
So
to,
you can
just add
simply
on the
just
computer
add
stuff.
motion to
Yeah,
that
you can add
after the
motion to this
fact.
chassis. So if you decided later down the line, I want to add motion to my rig, you have the mounting options.
How much does that cost just to add motion? If you already have this exact setup.
Like it's either 9 to 12K.
I mean, considering what I've seen from some of these motion sims out there, I mean,
It's a lot cheaper
that
than
seems-
most, but
yeah.
like, cause some rigs you're like asking like 100K for like some crazy gyroscopic motion rig, like it's insane.
Yeah.
But no, I think in a realistic aspect, it's pretty affordable with the motion. Like, I think our retail for a full turnkey sim is like 35 or 36,000.
no way.
Yeah, so you get the computer, you get it built, you can get the custom colorways, you get the screens, the pedal, the soundbar, the whole works.
How much does it take? How long does it take to just put this setup together? Because I know like a lot of that cost may sound expensive to someone that's never built
Yeah.
one to this extent, but dude, I was here when they were starting to build mine, or I guess finishing it.
Yeah, finishing off.
Well,
and
that's
I mean,
forever.
even that's a process in itself because
It's
there's wire
insane.
tucking. Currently, some wires are out like the HDMI cables, but that's all because we had to move it in here. I'm about to clean it up to do some product shots and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. But everything's all tucked away, everything's hidden. Like how you saw earlier with Chris in the panels, how he wired up everything and it's all hidden.
It's just
That's
that
like
little
the
black
main
plate, right?
Yeah, the little
Just
black plate in there.
unbolts
And then
everything in
also
there.
you can kind of see in the front here too.
Now these pedals, they're the
P1000.
P1000, right?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, I just had this question earlier
Mm-hmm.
from somebody that was just trying to outfit their own. As far as the difference between P1000 and P2000, I know the P1000, which is commonly thought of as the older one, right?
Yeah, so
It's the
people
newer
have
one.
a misconception on that.
Okay.
They came out with the P2000s first as their first hydraulic pedal line. The P1000s are their predecessor, I think that's how you would say it.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is like everything new. This is what's currently in. And the only thing different from this pedal set to yours is the haptics.
And what does that mean?
The
specifically?
haptics
Anyone
are
that
so like the
doesn't know.
feeling in the pedal itself. So
So like that vibrational feel.
Yeah,
that
exactly. When you
whenever-
were feeling the gas and the clutch and stuff like that, the little vibrations that you get in there,
Hmm.
that's from the haptics. Those big squares right there, the little circles, they're giving you that sensation of
yeah.
like a real car.
So like essentially when you are in a real car and you're on the gas, or not even on the gas, you're just sitting there on grid waiting to go out and your pedals just vibrating like crazy. It literally does that. Like if you take your foot off of it, you'll hear the metal rattling, and it blew my. I thought something was I broke something at first, and he was like, "Dude, you're good. You're good. It's fine."
You hear it shake the base a little bit on like the startup window, but
Yeah.
it goes away. And like when you're at idle, it shouldn't do anything. The only thing you feel is like when you're on the throttle itself, you'll start to feel that sensation.
So as far as like shifter and stuff goes, handbrake, like is this the most common spec that you would see on a sim? Obviously.
So as
For what you
long
guys sell.
for what we sell, the TBRS is a really hot, like really big commodity. Like a lot of people like it, and they like it just because it feels so realistic, right? And then what's great about our shifter, it's the only shifter that we have right now. It does H pattern and it does sequential, so there's no need to get a secondary shifter to be able to use a sequential. You just flip the switch on the side, and you can go back and
I
forth.
jumped in one the other day and I was like, "What's going on? Am I dumb? It only goes front and back. Am I
Yeah.
driving a sequential?" He's like, "Bro, flip the switch.
Yep.
Just flip the switch."
Yeah.
Is there anything on these that you want to specifically mention that we haven't talked about, or anything specific coming up in the future? Maybe?
Things coming up in the future. If you liked how the LZ compound came out, we have another surprise coming very soon.
Oh, that's fun.
You know what
Okay.
it is. I think you know. You should
Do
know.
I?
Yes, I think Chris talked to you about it. Keep this part out, but we're launching a
Oh,
Yeah.
oh no, he did tell me about that.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. That's crazy though.
Yep.
That'll be really cool. Okay.
Yeah, so we'll have like the V1 of that and then a V2 later. Yeah.
If you could suggest one specific part to upgrade for someone's sim, that's just on a simple setup, you
Yeah.
know, maybe a Thrustmaster,
A Thrustmaster
simple
setup,
base.
just like someone already has something,
maybe like
but
a
they want to.
homemade base or something.
Okay.
What should they buy to upgrade to add the most benefit to their training for actual driving?
So say you're on the Thrustmaster, right, and
Okay.
you're content with that wheelbase. Me personally, I would say maybe venture into a better pedal set, because I don't know, maybe you might just have something spring related in that combo. Maybe a better pedal set. Maybe if you're happy with your pedal set too, I would definitely heavily lean in towards the handbrake shifter side of things. And if you're happy with your cockpit, you know, and you don't want to change anything too crazy, maybe just trying out different peripherals, so like handbrake, shifter, stuff like that, just little things. But let's just say you're not happy with your cockpit. What we sell on our website, from the track racer to the advanced sim racing rigs, any of these I would definitely recommend, especially if you're kind of like in the budget. We have it on one of the tabs for when you click the cockpit on the website. I believe it's Track Racer. It's the one that's like $7 or $6.99. That's pretty affordable for a cockpit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's the one.
It's like almost the same amount of adjustments and everything too?
Not as the advanced sim racing. So yours is really changeable.
Complex.
It's complex because like you can change the degree of your pedals. You don't like them being 45, you can drop it to 0.
Oh, well,
Stuff
okay,
like
yeah.
that.
But
know
like
what
you
I'm
still
saying?
get,
But you get something a
natural
little
seating
more
position.
minimalistic.
And
It has wheels so that you can move. It's just a smaller base in general. Like it'll be what the size of just this without the stands on, and then I believe the single add-on at the top. Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Of course, of course.
That was great info.
Yeah.
Also, if you do want to save a little bit, if you are looking at some stuff,
Yeah.
you can use the code CircleOfDrift. Get you 5% off too. So
SimHQ.com.
yeah, take advantage of it if you're really looking to upgrade and upgrade your driving too. Do that so you can practice without wasting too much money. Thanks. Bye.